Morning everyone, it's Marc the Bruin again from simplifyinglife.com.au. Today I'd like to talk to you about body sensations. Yes, indeed, sensations in the body. Talk about what that means and how that relates to emotions. Now we all know that we feel stuff in our bodies. You know, when you're happy you can feel the butterflies, when you're excited you can feel some sort of butterflies, when you're angry you can feel your stomach churn. When you're upset, you can feel your throat tighten up. When you're stressed, you might feel like your head is bursting, all that type of stuff. And we know it in language as well. You know, some people may be a pain in the backside. You want to get something off your chest. You're spitting gall or bile. You know, language stuff says that. It's like it's a tough thing to carry. I've got a load on my back. All that type of stuff. We are aware that we feel sensations in our body and we can describe them. Now, did you also know that in order to feel emotions, you actually need body sensations? Make it really simple. If you were not able to feel your body or feel sensations anywhere in your body, you could not feel emotions. You could not be saying that you are angry, sad, happy, shameful, joyful, whatever it is. Although joy and that sort of stuff is maybe not an emotion, but you couldn't feel stuff. Now, how does that work? Well, that's really technical, won't get into that. But the idea is that the body sensations are a very essential part in us interpreting whatever we're looking at that becomes an emotional experience. So again, if we would not have the sensations in our bodies as a very important part of that total chain of events, we would not be able to feel any emotion. Now, how's that important? Well, it is important because we funny human beings pretty much put all our efforts in to not feel our bodies or to suppress whatever is going on in our bodies, especially when it comes to negative emotions. Positive, not so much, but the negative ones we just don't want to feel. Yeah, and that leads us to still having an emotional experience because our brains do feel, they feel whatever we feel, and then we experience the emotion. But we are constantly trying to push away those body sensations or the side effects of that. Now that leads us to needing more and more and more of those body sensations to be really clear in order to feel the same emotion, which, for instance, if you're a little bit angry, is not a big difference. But if you need to be very, 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 very angry or have strong exposure to those body sensations, then the response or the reaction to that could be very strong as well. Same with sadness. If you've suppressed sadness for years and years and years by not tapping into whatever your body is showing you about that, then the threshold for feeling sadness will become higher and higher and higher, and you would have to be really sad in order to feel that, and then probably all the gates are open. And the reaction at that stage is so much worse than when you feel a tiny bit of sadness that you could actually deal with. Now, long story, that's where mindfulness comes in. The mindfulness training or the mindfulness integrated CBT modality that I practice a lot from actually teaches us to get more in touch with the body, through progressive muscle relaxation, through mindfulness of breath, through body scanning, through mindful walking, mindful eating, all these simple exercises you can do to start getting back into that thing that we call our body that actually is the final link in us expressing an emotion. And we need it. So it's not the actual exercises or the meditations that you have to do. It's not about that. It's about tapping in back into feeling the things that ultimately create the emotion. And when you find you've suppressed all those feelings, those body sensations for years, you will still get emotional, but you'll get highly emotional before you actually experience it. And then you might say things, do things, or think things that are not as effective for you. So the really simple message is, if you want to be able to regulate your emotions, feel good when things are good, allow yourself to feel bad when things are not that great, then the emotions will be a lot less intense. So easier for you to deal with, and most likely you'll detect them sooner when they actually do come up because the threshold has gone down, so you can manage those emotions before they get really out of hand. Now that goes for everything from anger, shame, fear, sadness, you mentioned it. All those ones can be easily managed if we allow ourselves to tap back into our bodies. But that's also the tough one, because we don't want to feel our bodies. We actually want to run away from those negative feelings. Now, if you are keen to get your emotions under control, or at least under management, and if you're keen to become more peaceful, calm, and okay with whatever life presents to you at this present moment, so that depression, anxiety, and all these other really high states of emotional reactivity don't bother you as much anymore, or in short, if you want to live a happier life, then we should definitely talk. It's all about tapping into the body. That's the last link in a big chain of events that ultimately leads us to feel emotions, and it's the most suppressed part of everything. We do overthinking, we do overacting, but we don't do feeling in our bodies all that well. So if you want to master that principle, give me a call. Emotion regulation is a great thing. It allows you to be happier more often, and allows you to be okay with not being so happy, a little bit more as well. So you can deal with that, and then you can deal with it in a healthy way. So if you're interested, give me a call. You know where to find me. Find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, email, wherever. You know where I am. And I look forward to talking with you soon. Cheers.